Your time sending your kid off to college can be scary for parents, especially when you see and hear about some of the tragic events that happen on the news.
That's right, but one local university is trying to better prepare your students for unexpected events by putting certain procedures in place.
And some other cool features are also there. And KHQA's Lauren Khalil is here this morning live from Quincy University to show us what it is doing to keep your kids safe. Hey, Lauren.
Good morning, guys. Going off to college can be a mix of emotions for students between making new friends, starting new classes, and even just being in an area that you're not as familiar with. But when students step on this campus, public officials are making sure that they feel just as safe as if they were home. As students return to Quincy University for another semester of college, it seems as if it was just another year of reuniting with friends and professors after a long summer break. But for freshmen, going off to college can come with some hesitation.
On the ride up here, I was actually really nervous. The night before was kind of hitting me.
Freshman Kevin Fitzgerald says while he did feel a bit uneasy before arriving to campus, once he was there, those nerves went away.
Everyone's told me it's a pretty safe campus. It's nice and tight. A lot of people just know each other.
As for campus safety, QU is doing everything they can to ensure that all of their students have the same feeling of being safe.
We do an all hazards approach to preparation, so it's not just a fire drill, how we would handle any kind of a hazard.
These approaches include preparing for severe weather, if there was an emergency in the building, and even having drills in place if an active shooter were to be on campus. Lathrop says while some of these scenarios are very unlikely to happen in this area, it's always better to be prepared for any situation.
It's not as if these things don't happen someplace. And it's not as if it couldn't happen here.
When it comes to alerting everyone on campus of an emergency, Lathrop says the most important thing to do is get the word out.
With the touch of one button, we can send that message in relatively quick time.
If there were a campus-wide emergency, students would receive an automated text, voicemail, and email. And at the end of the day, it's important to be alert and familiar with what's happening around us.
I think it serves as a reminder that you have to be vigilant.
Now, for any college student, there is this free app. It's called Companion. It looks like this. And what you do is when you're outside or walking around campus, you just put in your destination into the app. Again, it is free. And then you can add somebody as your companion. So if you were to add your mom or your roommate, they would be notified if your phone wasn't to be moving around because it's motion detected, or if you weren't to be on it for X amount of minutes, to let them know that maybe you needed help. And it would also automatically call the police department. You can also manually call it yourself if you do feel uneasy. So that is a free app for anybody. It is called Companion. May just be an extra blanket of safety for you guys as you're around campus. Back to you.